Welcome to Geeks Corner. I'm Mr. DAPs.
And I'm Johnny Five.
And I'm Haley.
And I'm Cameron.
And we are a full house tonight. Why are you? Yeah. Why are you Johnny Five tonight?
Oh, so many reasons.
So many.
So many. We're coming up on our fifth anniversary.
3 words.
Coming up on our 5th anniversary.
Yes.
There was a Doctor Who episode, and that's just fun.
Which
doesn't have to have numbers.
There's so many things going on that side of the set tonight.
Okay, that is a TARDIS and a Dalek, but also a Kermit and a Piggy. A Miss Piggy. Ms. Piggy.
And it matches the people sitting in front of it.
Just so much. If I had a mind, it would be blown. But I never pay no mind.
Yep. So, speaking of the 5th anniversary,
Yes.
It's in, was it 2 weeks?
Something like that, yeah.
October 6th is our 5th anniversary of Geeks Corner.
I feel like we could have planned that better.
We missed it by that much.
Right?
But,
Dang.
It's
on the 6th?
And our original one, I think, was the 5th, wasn't it?
I think so.
Which is even weirder.
Right.
So what we'd like you to do is to film videos of yourselves and whatever advice you have for us or congratulations or whatever you feel like.
Cooking
Make
tips.
It short is good.
Stock advice.
Like under a minute probably is a good idea, you think?
Yeah.
And then and maybe we'll show them on the 5th anniversary or reference them or something. But it'll be your moment to have a moment in Geeks Corner.
Be famous like us.
It'll be your moment to have a moment.
But we need them by October 2nd. Upload them to YouTube and then tweet them at us, and we'll take care of the rest. And that'll be great. Let's move on to the news. We just found out that the Diamond celebration of Disneyland, the 60th anniversary is really what it is, will be ending on September 5th of 2016.
That was another one of the reasons.
So the 60th year will be lasting, what is that, like
Year and a half.
15 months? That's 15 months.
How long did the 50th last?
18.
There you go. So they're getting better.
So they're getting shorter. The years get shorter as they get...
I have been feeling
further
that
out.
too. Yeah.
Global warming. Yeah.
Oh, that must be what
Yeah,
it
it must
is.
be
It's all that heat.
Thanks, global warming.
Everything's expanding and the time goes faster. I don't know.
It's all a bunch of wibbly wobbly, timey wimey.
Is anybody surprised by this one? And two, because really Halloween wasn't as big of a deal 10 years ago as it is today. And so that's why I'm not too surprised, because I think they're going to end it and then go right into Halloween, make a lot of money, and then go into Christmas and make even more money.
Yep.
That's it.
But does Disney ever make decisions based on how much money they're going to make?
Never. No.
No, it's all about the magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're just picking
They're
a
gonna
really
make a lot
magical
of.
time of year.
They're gonna make a lot of orange magic and then a lot of red and green magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just pure diamond magic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because diamond
diamonds-
magic, come on. let's be
Diamonds
real.
aren't worth anything.
Not at all.
This would be a great time, because we neglected to say this before, is if you'd like to join the conversation, hashtag Geeks Corner on Twitter. And we were watching that. We've got Roger back there already tweeting, I see. And we love to hear from you. And William Fonda is going to watch Geeks Corner tonight. So congratulations, William.
We're all proud of you.
Now, there may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. It's from the second verse. That takes some planning, people. Nothing?
You
Nothing to move on?
might like this, just because I feel like it's somehow appropriate. Miss Bailey C. A little while ago tweeted, Fozzie Bear isn't the only one who can tell jokes. Check out Geeks Corner tonight at 9:30 p.m. to hear Johnny Five jokes. Is that not appropriate? I think that's
That was
appropriate.
very
pretty
well
good.
planned. More well planned than his joke.
Oh!
Wow!
Spontaneity is my gift.
Throw
sir.
down on... Wow, that doesn't happen.
I'm going to
very
move to
often.
Sweden.
You're going to move to Sweden?
I forget.
What are you going to do in Sweden?
Learn how to be a chef.
I forget. Yeah, wow. There's a
speak.
city. There's a city in Sweden that is known for its pun culture. Like, it's famous for being like
Where
the
is this,
hub of
and how do we get
puns.
there?
I will look up the name. It's something Swedish.
Okay, well, you look up the name.
Amazing.
Cameron, you want to talk about going to Disneyland for Dapper Day?
Ooh,
'Cause
Dapper Day.
You had a fantastic experience, it looked like.
Did you get in?
Yes, we did
Okay.
get in. And we weren't aware that there was actually a gate closure until after we had left. And then we looked and went, oh, well, good for us.
Surprise!
Had a lovely time. I wore my kilt. The pictures are up and they're around. In fact, I think I was tweeted on one of the Instagrams.
You were.
I think
Did you
I
have
was.
a skin do?
The official DAPs Magic Instagram.
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Yes, I did. Had a great time. A lot of lovely dressed people. A lot of Disney. Well, of course, the Disney bounty thing is becoming even more, but it's now affecting the dapperiness, and there's more dapper Disney bounds. It was neat.
So here's the question: who is the dapperest Disney character?
Ooh.
I was gonna say Scrooge McDuck, but
I don't know. He hasn't changed his outfit in years, which there's something to be said with the stability of style.
Never goes away.
I mean, keeping one stable look
Yes,
over time
yes.
is nice, I guess.
Well, I'm sure you're gonna do the same with your kilt, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dapper.
As his wife's like, yes, he is.
Dapper's Disney character. I'm gonna go with Emperor Cusco.
You're
he
getting
didn't
some
have to-
cues in the audience, though.
I am.
Apparently, there's a vote for Mickey Mouse. Well, is he dapper?
Goofy.
He doesn't even wear a shirt a lot of the time.
Anyone
That's
on
fine.
Buena Vista
Goofy, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Buena Vista Street. I was going for like natural habitat.
See, I say
Classic.
Cusco because even though he didn't change his outfit, he did wear it well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's dapper?
Yeah.
Are
that's
we going to
Dapper.
see that at the next Dapper Day?
Dapper is anything as long as you wear it with confidence.
That is true.
So.
That's why I can't get it right.
Did you find that town yet? I gave you lots of time.
I've been trying and no.
Oh, okay.
It's surprisingly difficult to find places in Sweden.
Caitlin is saying that she's digging the Kermit and Miss Piggy color coordinating tonight. Very well done, people on the TARDIS. Mikey Likey says the jokes are rolling out tonight already.
What jokes?
What jokes is what our producer said.
May I say something about Dapper Day?
Please do.
Okay. Yeah, because I went on Saturday and dressed up and at least went to the expo, and I didn't realize until really going, or like the day before, that it was going to be in the Disneyland Hotel. Completely missed that memo. So it's kind of cool to see that it's expanding enough to be there now, and they had like a little dance floor.
And there was a
band.
car show.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you see that or no?
No.
I didn't either.
I don't care.
Things getting real on Geeks Corner.
Best show ever.
You didn't even listen to them go vroom.
I care about the clothes, not the cars.
Okay, that's reasonable. Well, that works out though, because some people care about the cars, not the clothes. So then it's that crossover thing. Like,
See, any car can be dapper if you drive it with confidence.
No, that's manslaughter.
Oh. that explains that.
moving right along. Tonight was the first episode of the Muppets. Cameron, I believe, is the only person who's seen it. Mikey Likey and I were texting about it. He was giving me a spoiler-free review kind of earlier tonight, and he liked it, although there was some adult humor that he wasn't 100% a fan of. But he said it was worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Is that
I would
what
agree.
you-
It feels very Muppety. They didn't lose any of the edge, I guess is a good way of saying it. It doesn't feel like they're sacrificing anything to be able to bring it back to primetime network television. It's still Muppets, and it's still good.
Do you think it's going to be able to carry with the storyline that it started tonight? Do you think that's going to be something that will be interesting to people through an entire season and following seasons? Or is it going to be something that's going to wear thin?
I think they've got the setup at least for one season pretty well. I don't know if they'd be able to continue it, though I was pretty surprised they were able to bring a little bit of depth to the show without giving anything away, of course. They brought depth to the characters a little bit that I wasn't expecting from a kind of... I was expecting much more slapsticky, which was there. But they did set up a little bit for a more overarching storyline.
Okay.
That was good.
Well, they've brought depth to the characters before. I mean, they had a whole show in 3D. That was the Muppets with depth.
Ow. Oh.
Too soon.
Isn't it still in Florida? Do they still do that?
For
Don't
now.
talk about Florida.
If you want to
We're
call
going
that
to
a
talk
place.
about Florida.
So, have you seen all of the American version of The Office?
Majority.
Does
yeah.
anybody remember the first couple episodes of the first season that were pretty rough?
Yes.
Better or worse than that?
Better than that.
Good. So that gives hope.
Mhm.
Okay. That was kind of like my bar. Is like, if it's better than The Office's first couple of episodes, then there's hope.
Mhm.
Cool. And how do you think it'll be received by non-Muppet fans?
I think pretty well. They're incorporating a lot of course, Muppets being pop culture, they're incorporating a lot of references, very modern, they're good, and using a lot of talent that they have access to at ABC. So I think it'll be a pretty easy crossover with that.
Is there talent that was surprising that wasn't in a bunch of those videos that we saw leading up to it? You know, like the 6 dozen of them.
Yes, there was a couple of surprises.
Okay, so there were surprises for you. Good.
Is the show itself better than the social media they've been putting out? Like the videos, the promo videos, the trailers, like
it has. They did a really good job with feel as far as those go. So it's a similar feel, and there were a couple of jokes in the show that they'd used during the previews, and I was like, you could have gone a different direction with that if you're using that for the preview material. But overall, pretty good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Well,
I will be watching it when I get home today.
Me too. Star Wars and Netflix. It's what everybody's hoped for. Katie's back there going, oh, really? I haven't seen all of them yet. She saw the first one. That's okay.
That's me.
Yes. So Netflix is continuing to get more popular. Disney's recognizing their popularity, so they are
Buying them?
no. I'm not surprised.
Like Disney never does that.
I'm surprised actually. But so they have made a deal to they're in process of making a deal. They haven't made it yet, but they're going to stream the Star Wars movies on Netflix.
Nice.
In Latin America. And that's what everybody has done when they've read that article, except for ours, because we actually put it in the headline that it was in Latin America. The goal is to raise awareness of the franchise in Latin America, where it's just not as well known as here.
Did you say that's the goal?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure it's not the goal?
I find your lack of cultural respect disturbing.
I grew up on Who's Line. That's the kind of jokes I make.
Okay.
So I firmly believe that the biggest result we're going to see from this is a spike in search results on how to trick Netflix into thinking you're in Latin America. How to change your region in Netflix.
But really, what we all want is what I was going to talk about next. And that is John Landis was doing a Q&A the other night and dropped that Disney's probably going to release the original trilogy in its original form.
A theatrical cut.
You didn't know this?
No.
Wow, congratulations. So nothing's been announced, nothing's official, but he's a pretty well-placed source, and he seems like one that would know, and really I think that's what everybody's going to want.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're seeing the whatever version, second or third or fourth version of Star Wars on Netflix, wouldn't you rather see the original on your own digital download or whatever they end up doing if they do that?
Yeah.
Is that something that you guys like or dislike? Or
I think it's good. I think it's really good because some of the additions that were made. I remember watching the Blu-ray and they added a one-syllable word and everyone in the room got enraged. So I mean,
that was the night we tried to watch the holiday special too, wasn't it?
Oh,
we succeeded in watching the first half of that.
I was gonna say we didn't finish. Oh,
Maybe
that was
this year. Did
painful.
all the things.
That's gonna be a night that lives in infamy.
Yeah. I keep trying to forget it, and you keep bringing it up, and it's really hard to forget when you keep mentioning it.
Well, the first half was kind of fun, other than they changed the movies and there was things that were added in that we yelled at. But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. So I would like to see the original intent of the films before they were kind of redone. So.
I read somewhere that John Landis was talking to George Lucas once, and George basically said, "Well, they're my films. I can do what I want with them."
True.
And John Landis was like, "Well, I guess you're right," and that's why we haven't seen them in so long. But I think the real trick is Fox still owns A New Hope, whereas Disney owns everything after that, if I'm correct. And so there's definitely going to be some licensing and money issues that will be need to work out for that to happen. But they did it with Spider-Man, so.
It's like Fox keeps popping up in these conversations. Like, well, technically Fox owns this thing.
Maybe
and
Fox
makes it really difficult.
is
like,
the Sith Empire.
Maybe they're crazy like a. I don't know what you'd call it, but
Capybara?
yeah, that would be
crazy
a good
capybara,
animal to choose. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Giant African rat, sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I actually, Mikey says the theatrical cuts were released in 2004 in 2-disc limited editions with the 1997 versions. I don't think I have the original theatrical cuts. I was thinking I did, and then I don't, but I wish I did.
There are websites that do shot by shot, like
The analysis
line up
thing?
they analyze frame by frame and put all 5 versions next to each other. And it's really nerdy, but if you're that kind of nerd, it's really fun
I also
to look
like
at.
the ones where they go in and they like put the music that was recorded in that they ended up not using, or vice versa, and that's kind of cool too. In fact, the one that was my favorite, we saw this at Star Wars Celebration, is they did the scene where Luke is becoming a Jedi with Yoda on his back, doing all the exercises through the jungle. And originally there was music there that was very like whimsical and funny and really bouncy, and literally everybody in the room started laughing because it was so corny and bad, but
And
awesome.
It should be Eye of the Tiger.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it should be an intense moment, but
Or Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Halloween has arrived at the Disneyland Resort.
Yay.
Halloween parties are Halloween parties are going on at both coasts right now, and really Florida takes the win, I think, this year. Like, they've got the Hocus Pocus.
Yes,
For
Anderson
Halloween
sisters, yeah.
parties, they've kind of been taking
Well,
the
every
win
year,
for
yes.
every year.
You're right, but especially this year because they just ran with it. And have you all watched that show? I'm just dropping this in because they brought it up. Tell what happened, Haley. You haven't talked as much yet.
Okay. Well, they have the Sanderson sisters because it's all Hocus Pocus, and they have returned, and they are ready to have a cool villain party. So they're making a potion, and they invite all their villain friends to kind of help do that to get all the ingredients,
And it's fun.
and it's great.
Like it's a destined to be fan favorite.
Mhm.
Easy, like let's
think it
just
already
give the
is.
fans what they want. And like we've been talking for 2 weeks now about how can we get that to Disneyland because it needs to be here. Although I think every Halloween party would be sold out if they had that here. Like it wouldn't be able to sustain, or they wouldn't be able to handle it. But if you're going to a Disneyland Halloween party, there's a few tips that you might want to know. We're making these up off the top of our head, right?
Yep.
Right.
Basically.
Yep.
So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna play round robin with this.
Oh, okay.
We're just gonna go around, and we'll go two rounds. And we'll start
We
with
only got
Cameron,
one, okay.
and each person has to give a Halloween party tip as it gets to their turn. So here's the round robin Halloween party tips.
Tip
Go.
number 1. Hello. I'm going to start with the easy one. Bring your own bag. And when I say bring your own bag, I mean bring a pillowcase or some of their large containment device. They do give bags at the Halloween party, but your opportunity for candy to bag ratio is insane. So bring a very large containing vessel and use that for your candy. And then take that candy and use it for Halloween.
2 tips in 1.
Connected.
We'll have to come up
Wow.
with something else.
Oh,
so later.
you're right. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Save that.
All right. Now there's gonna be a lot of cool entertainment offerings, but don't go and waste your time trying to see Paint the Night that everyone's gonna see, because there are so many other things that you could be doing with your time that are more specifically Halloween, and that just seems like a waste to go and pay that much more.
So your tip is don't see Paint the
Don't
Night.
see Paint the Night. Do anything other than see Paint the Night, because
And-
that's
Start reserving a good fireworks spot instead of
I was-
a good parade
Yeah.
spot.
Yeah.
if you happen to be there for Paint the Night, okay, but fireworks would be more of a priority than Paint the Night.
Yeah. My tip is wherever you see a crowd going, go the other way. You'll get more candy, you'll see more characters, you'll be much happier.
I may shock people with my tip. Tip number 5, and someone else will. You did 2.
Yeah,
1,
you
2,
did
3,
two.
4,
Okay,
fair,
5.
fair.
Skip the candy and get the fruit and vegetables. If they do it the same way, when you're going through and you can trick or treat, they have these little bags of apple slices or carrots
And craisins.
and craisins. If you get that stuff, you can eat through the entire party and not get really sick because of so much sugar, and then you don't have to buy food. So it's a cheap way to keep yourself full and nourished. Honestly, I'm too old for candy. So get the fruit, and then you can eat, and you don't have to stop for pretzels everywhere. So.
Is it worth it?
Huh? Not crazy. Get the apples and the carrots. Skip the.
Go ahead, Cameron.
Even our craisins.
Save
Ignore everything Johnny Five just said. No, if I had to give a reasonable tip, because we can dress up for this. There's one of the few times you can dress up going to Disneyland as adults and not be ridiculous-ish.
But
But
still ridiculous. but
consider
keep going.
your costume. I think the biggest one that I've seen people failing with is shoes. Make sure you're wearing something that you can actually walk around in all day. You may look fantastic in those pumps, I know I do, but avoid them, or at least bring something else you can change into, because you don't want to be walking around in that all night.
Can these two do a who wore it better?
Oh, oh yes.
We might have to work on that. That would be fun.
Alright. I don't know how
She's
to
like, all
follow
right.
that,
Okay,
honestly.
go ahead.
In relation to your tip about eating well, make sure you drink water. Get free water cups just so you have something, and make sure you're drinking all throughout the night for that, just to keep you going and not pass out.
Cool.
That's it.
Mine's gonna be get there early, stay late.
Yes.
They let you in before the party starts. You get your wristband or whatever, and so you can do all of the things you don't want to do during the party before the party starts, and then you can focus on the stuff that's exclusive to the Halloween party during the party. And then if you're the last one there, generally it seems like the end of the night they're giving out more candy because they're just like, you're still here, take a whole, whatever. And so stay late and go where, to the far corners of the park, you'll get more candy. That was like 3 tips, wasn't it?
It's
I
alright.
don't know.
It's
Go
good
ahead.
round feel to it.
No one's counting.
This is the last one. Make it good.
I think this is tip number 10.
Yeah.
Have fun. Go with an attitude that you're going to enjoy yourself, and don't go with an attitude of I have to see all of the characters in their costumes. Don't stress out about it. If you can't make everything, just have fun. If you're spending money and going into the park and you're not having fun, you have wasted your money, regardless of if you see all the things you want to see. So that's my
true.
tip.
Like, what's the point of going if you're not having fun?
Go with a
think
good
that's a great
attitude.
tip.
Follow the directions. Be a good human.
And I'm gonna give you credit. Is Geeks Corner Lover says I really liked tip number 5. I wouldn't live by it, but I respect it.
Just for that one time. If every other day.
And Jenny says I want Cameron in pumps the next time he's on Geeks Corner. So
which is asking a lot because he's not even in shoes right now.
And you did spend a good portion of your day thrift shopping, so
it can be done.
You can probably make this happen now that we know you like to shop there.
I wear a size 15 women's. If anyone's.
Does that exist?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's on.
Shouldn't have answered that fast.
Okay. Yes. Should we move on?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
I love it. Everybody was unanimous with that. The Peanuts movie is coming out, and so we've had the opportunity. Did you get these, Tyler? They're on our little page. So we're gonna have them on the blog.
Hold on, I can get it.
Oh, you can get it. So
They're really big pictures. Like
so-
they're a ridiculous file size to download. I don't know if anyone else dealt with this.
So what you can do is you can go to peanutizeme.com, and there you can become a peanut.
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
There weren't beard options. That's my only complaint.
Well, you're supposed
they're
to be.
children.
I realize they're children. This was at 6.
Okay. So you go through this process, you pick what you look like, and then you can download it and share it to social media, and it's kind of been exploding all over the internet, which is funny because when I suggested it for the show, there really wasn't a whole lot going on the internet, and then like today it went crazy. So Tyler might be getting these. Did we get them, Tyler?
I'll
And
get them at some point.
All right,
Did I-
we'll get them on the blog. You can see what we look like, and we'll put them on the post with this episode on DAPs Magic.
did I read somewhere that Dumbo was going to be in that movie? I thought I saw somewhere that he was going to work for Peanuts.
Oh. That was the furthest reach I've ever seen
I
for a
really
joke.
wish we had a camera of our audience right now, though,
Reactions.
because some of them are going
physical
like this, and then like Katie's sitting there laughing, and like
Some people know.
it was very split right down the middle, though. Like there's people cracking up, and there's people that want to shoot themselves, and that's just how this
Welcome
works.
to the show.
Let's move right along.
I feel like I'm just setting up the next part.
You did, so go ahead.
Basically.
Knock yourself out.
So I have an announcement to make. You don't have to deal with those jokes much longer. The 5th anniversary will be my last episode of Geeks Corner, because then we're moving into season 6, and I can't be a self-respecting Johnny 5 and be in season 6. So I'm moving on to follow other passions, because through passion I gain strength, and through strength I gain power, and through power I gain victory. So I want to make sure that
Proving you're a Sith?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing.
I've never heard of that.
Mm-hmm.
What's a Sith?
Season 6.
Steven.
Now you can't leave.
Oh, I can. So that'll be my last episode, but I'm gonna hang out with you guys. I might come back for like Christmas shows or reunion stuff.
And segments
we'll be in touch,
and
yeah.
whatever. We'll have special reunions.
Yes.
But yeah, it'll be a new adventure with Geeks Corner, and we'll have some new things planned, and we'll see what happens. One of the new things that we are going to be doing.
This one's cool.
It is. He doesn't even know what he's doing yet. So Mikey Really Likey has been shooting videos for us in Florida, and he had this idea that we also had separately of like, wouldn't it be fun to send him into the parks in Florida on like challenges to do things or whatever. So he came up with the idea of having Mikey's DAPs quest. And he had the other idea that it would be even better if his first quest he had to turn in for the 5th anniversary show, which means we have to make it good because we want it to be a good show. Send you off on a high note, all that jazz. And so we came up with this great idea. And who should say it?
I don't fully know it, so I think you.
So I was going to actually let Haley share it, but
I can.
yeah, go for it.
All
Haley's
right.
going to throw down the challenge for Mikey Really Likey.
Okay, so Mikey, hi. We have decided that you should go around to all the parks over there and see as many stage shows as you can.
All of the stage shows.
Yes, the goal is all of them.
And we're including Phantasmic.
Yes,
Because
so
it's on a stage
Phantasmic,
part of the time.
Frozen, Indiana Jones, Lion King, Nemo, Castle Show,
Beauty and the
etc.,
Beast.
etc., Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, anything that's like actors on a stage with lights.
Not necessarily with lights.
Yeah, you're right. Not all of them have lights, huh?
Yeah.
Or wait,
Lights are optional.
lights are optional. Microphones are good, though.
Yeah.
Microphones? Yeah. And what about I just thought of this. Isn't there like a show in Animal Kingdom with birds?
Flights of Wonder.
Flights of Wonder. Is that considered a stage show, or is that like maybe that one's for extra bonus points?
I thought, was he just doing Magic Kingdom, or is it the entire...
Walt Disney
Resort.
World, so Disney Hollywood Studios.
one day?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I
Animal
don't think
Kingdom.
you can get to every park in one day.
I've done
I've
it.
done
You
it.
can?
Yeah,
Okay.
she's done it. I've done it.
I've done it.
Good luck, Mikey.
So
I have faith in you.
we
but no
thought
faith
we
in this
would
challenge.
aim really high with the first challenge, and hopefully you're not having a heart attack right now, Mikey, because we didn't give him any warning of what we'd be doing.
This
It
was
just
finalized like minutes before we started.
yeah, we were
recording,
kind of
so-
sitting here and going like, what can we see if he'll do this? So there's your throwdown, Mikey. And so the goal is to make a video of this that will be probably around 2 minutes is probably a good video for a Geeks Corner segment, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that
We'll
what
watch
we
8 hours of shows and give us a 2-minute video.
Yeah. So
Just edit it down.
he's going to spend more time editing than he is going to be watching the shows.
Does he
Like
need to
one more
include
from
a
each show.
snippet of each show in
Yes.
that video?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yes.
would be
You're
Like
welcome.
a second.
or you in the show for each video, and that would, I think, be acceptable
Yeah.
as well. And hopefully the camera comes back so we can all end together. But so there's your challenge, Mikey. Good luck.
You're welcome.
Drink lots of
He
water.
has responded.
He says, challenge accepted.
All
I shall
right.
begin this noble quest with great haste. And it has to all be in one day.
Never give up, never surrender.
That's right. That's right.
The one I got to him, Mr. Roboto.
By Grabthar's hammer.
Yes. Yes.
Feel that.
So yeah, stay tuned as we have more. If you have ideas for what Mikey's DAPS quests should be in the future, feel free to tweet them at us using the hashtag Geeks Corner, like always, because that's how we find you. But for now, we are running out of time, I think, right? So we will see you around the corner.
Geek out.
Bye.